This is Mrcologne76. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Mrcologne76. I'm coming to you from Esxence 2019, and I've got the distinct pleasure of sitting here with Alessandro at Masque Milano, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about Masque Milano. So, Alessandro, how are you doing on day 4 of Esxence?
Great, thank you. It was a fantastic show with lots of people visiting the stand. And I'm glad I can tell also to your audience a little bit about my brand.
All right.
I'm Alessandro from Milano, Milanese as can be, and with my partner Riccardo, we wanted to establish a brand that was endorsing the quintessential values of Italian and Milanese heritage. We have, of course, great creations done by different noses. I'm not a nose myself. Me and Riccardo, we are the artistic directors. But we also wanted to put design in the bottles and in the way the whole line is displayed. And also the concept that inspired the whole line is the one of the musical opera. And you know very well musical opera is Italian as can be. Very often the screenwriter is writing opera using Italian words like adagio, crescendo, romanza, and we wanted to put as much as our Italian soul as we could in the line.
All right. I have to say, I love the presentation of your perfumes.
Thank you.
The bottle designs are definitely very, very distinct. And I would love to articulate to the audience what was some of the things you wanted to be unique about your presentation.
Yeah. Okay, we wanted to remain classic, have a very minimalistic design, but at the same time have one bottle that became our own signature. At the beginning we started, as many other brands, without a lot of money, so we were using a standard bottle, but as soon as we could invest a little bit, we had our own mold. So you can see the thick glass here, the logo here, and also every fragrance is represented by a different logo or imagery. We are collaborating with the University of Milan, and young designers are designing the bottles.
Nice.
So basically we have many collaborations going on at the same time, one with a different nose for every fragrance, one with a different designer for the way it looks. To us, basically, artistic perfumery is multisensorial.
I agree.
It's not enough to have a nice smell if it's not in a good-looking bottle. So we like to have, you know.
Can I hold on for this one for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Just want to see if this bottle makes me look a little better looking. What do you guys think? I do love this. I haven't held the big ones, and it fits pretty nicely in my hand. So now, I notice here this one has a name on the top of the bottle here.
Yeah, and this one is named Russian tea. Russian tea comes from one experience me and my partner had in St. Petersburg, drinking the Russian tea ritual. So let me show you this fragrance. Our fragrances are organized in acts, and every act divided in 4 scenes, exactly like in the opera. In the first act, we are living experiences of life. One of the experience brings us back to Russia, where we had the Russian tea ritual with the samovar, with the blinis, and with a lot of different gems. The raspberry gem was the one that rocked the most. What impressed us in the experience of the Russian tea ritual was, first of all, a burst of fresh mint. They put fresh mint leaves in the teapot, and when you pour the water, hot, scorching hot water, into the teapot, there was this burst of mint. Second, the tea that was brewed was scorching, dark, black, leathery tea. And we realized that most of the tea fragrances in the market are green tea. So we wanted to have a very, rough, biting feeling. And finally, they didn't give us any sugar. They told us you put the very liquid strawberry jam into the tea. So as a surprise, behind the tea leaves and the leather, you will find a little strawberry heart.
Yeah. I have always liked this one.
Yeah.
Right? This was my third favorite from your collection. What I liked about this fragrance is that it starts off heavy and black, like you say, but on the skin, it really blossoms. And the most unique thing about this, two unique things about this fragrance is the quality is evident in the juice and the longevity.
Yeah.
For a fragrance with a tea accord, incredible longevity. Incredible longevity. Which is the one that's the most popular from the house?
Mandala is the bestseller. Tango is the second bestseller. And then we have other Russian tea is the third, aligned with Times Square, depending on the markets.
All right.
Let me show you these two.
Yes, please.
So Times Square is inspired by my first trip to the United States in New York in '93. I was barely 20, and my parents were scared because, you know, before the Major Giuliani cleanup, there was prostitution and peep shows, and don't take the highway, don't go above the 100, and I did everything. And it was, oh my God, an experience. And so we wanted to bottle this experience. I was back in the city, I think, 20, 25 times after then, and it's always different, always
Very
changing.
different,
Now you can find good Italian food in New York. You couldn't at the time. So we asked to the nose Bruno Jovanovic to bottle some sex, to bottle the red glossy lipstick of the prostitute that was smelling like neon lights, to bottle some junk food, and also to bottle the tires of the taxi. The traffic jam was never ending, and it was melting on the asphalt.
I have to wonder, if you went to Dallas first, what this fragrance would have been.
I've never been to Dallas. I've been to Las Vegas a few times, 3-4 times. And I don't know, maybe in the future we'll create a fragrance.
Oh man, I don't remember Times Square smelling this good. Oh. You said this was the second bestseller from the house? Third? I can see why. I can see why. Golly. You know, Russian tea was my next, but I think this could easily be it.
I'm glad.
Easily. Will you spray a little bit of that Times Square on my hand for me? I want to see what this is on the skin. Thank you. Gosh. So what are people saying about Times Square?
Well, literally, in one blog, somebody wrote sex in a bottle. I love this. Also, one very cunning reviewer say the lipstick is deliberately cheap because the makeup my lady friends used back in the 90s were more glossy, more cheap, and we wanted to have that kind of vibe. Not the vibe of your grandmother, it's more of an MTV vibe.
Right. Man, I don't remember Times Square smelling this good. Very nice. What else should I be sniffing?
Yeah, Tango. Tango is the amber. This is in another act, is the act of sentimental relationship, and is the closing of the act. It's actually a dance of passion. To us, it was a dance of betrayal. We don't have, you know, we are romantic Latin soul. We don't have that kind of, you know, American never-ending, happy ending. But we like to conclude in a more dramatic way the act of love. But this tango is really dramatic amber. Starts a little boozy because we imagine a scenery in which we are not dancing, we are just drinking, and the more you drink, the louder the music gets. We asked to Cécile Zarokian to embrace a technical challenge to make a fragrance that is a crescendo, like in music. The more you smell it, the louder it gets until you cannot resist any longer and you have to dance. So eventually this is contact of skin versus skin. A little sweaty also, but of course very sensual.
So it's no secret, this is my favorite from Masque Milano. This is such a well-executed amber. No criticism from me on this fragrance. So for people wanting to get into Masque Milano, one of the most common questions I get is there a discovery set?
Yeah.
Is there a Masque Milano discovery set?
Yes, of course.
Excellent, that is such a good idea.
We limited the production because it's very expensive, and I'm saying that in a very open way. So the discovery set can be ordered only through our own website, and we are shipping to the US and Canada without problem. We are also happy if after buying the discovery kit somebody wants to buy a fragrance. We are also happy to discount the money spent in the discovery kit, because we want to, of course, favor people getting to the full bottles.
Right. Well, that is a very, very good, service to offer to the fragrance community. So I'm happy to hear that if you get a discovery set and you decide, which I couldn't imagine someone exploring your fragrances and not wanting to get a full bottle, but if you want to get a full bottle, then you are able to recoup some of your investment. In the United States, where are you currently being sold?
We are in few doors, but you know the usual suspects. We are at Twisted Lily, Lucky Scent, Perfumeria. We are in Fumerie, Indigo, in Cleveland, Ohio, and very soon I hope we will be in another 4 or 5 doors. So across the states, people will find the brand.
All right. Well, you shouldn't have any problems getting your hand on Masque Milano if you live in the United States, and I highly recommend getting the discovery set. It is the best way to really explore the range of a fragrance and find the one that's best suited for you. So, Alessandro,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much for taking a moment of your time here at Esxence to share a little bit about Masque Milano. Once again, this is Mrcologne76. I'm going to be wrapping up here at Masque Milano, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Arrivederci.